Well, Stephen, there's been times this season when we spoke about the amount of goals scored and disappointing performances, but tonight was a bit different. How have your side not won that one?
I know, listen, sometimes it happens in football, and there's been games probably this season where we've won and we've thought, how do we win? Most important tonight was the performance. We've got a big game, we know that next Monday night against Celtic in the Youth Cup. So we wanted to almost try and lay a marker down tonight to get some good performers, do some of the stuff I spoke about in the last kind of week, see if we could implement it in the game. We've done that, some things we didn't, we have to work on things, we understand that, but more coming out of it pleased with the performance, pleased with the level of how they went about their business. And we're probably just a little bit short with the final thing we do with the ball tonight. The final cross or the final shot, the goalkeepers had a couple of good saves towards the end. So yeah, I think it was a one-on-one with Tom, one-on-one with Dylan Mack, and great save down to his right-hand side. That's what he's paid to do. He has to be a goalkeeper. So generally pleased with the play. The way we moved the ball, the way we dominated the game for long spells against I suppose probably similar age team to us. So lots of positives to take from it. Apart from obviously not winning the game, but we can deal with that if we get the performance.
And just looking ahead to that Youth Cup game, it's obviously a huge game, Craigs, but that must be a lot of positives you can take from that tonight. And somehow the ball hasn't went in the back of the net, but there was so many chances, especially right at that flurry at the end of the game there.
Well, I think we're well aware that Celtic will be much better than what Dundee will be. We may not get 8, 9, 10 chances in the game, but the 2 or 3 or 4 we do get, we have to be ruthless with them. I think our defensive shape tonight was okay. We weren't overly tested at times. Jordan and Barry playing, 2 younger ones playing together. Probably those 2 next week again, I would suspect, depending on how look what is. So it's about them just getting the understanding with each other, learning how to defend your box, going ahead in balls and clearing balls when you're under pressure. We always believe if we can get the defensive side of our game right, we can always cause problems going forward. We'll always get chances with Dylan up top when he comes on. James had a couple of chances first half. The energy of David and Shea and Alan backing him up, Alan coming down the left-hand side. So we'll always create chances and get opportunities. It's just that taking care of the final thing we do, just cushioning the ball into the box or relaxing when we get that shot on goal. So we're fully aware Celtic are probably the best team in the country at the minute. Absolutely we are. But the last kind of 2 or 3 weeks has convinced me we can go and compete. We played them here a few weeks ago. The kids will be up for the game. We'll be well drilled, well organised in what we have to do. So, them get into it with a bit of belief from their own performance. I said to them tonight, first and foremost, let's get your own performance right. And if we can get 7 or 8 or 9 good performances individually, the team collective will follow after that. So I think we got that tonight and I'm pleased.
Shea Gordon's obviously come into the side in January there, and he's looked like he's slotted in perfectly well there, and particularly in the middle of the park tonight, Craigs, the boys seem to control much of the game, didn't they?
Well, we've got 3 good footballers in there. Alan can deal with the ball, David Turnbull's terrific in possession of the ball. At times maybe just needs a little bit more intensity to his game, and Shea can handle the ball as well. So what they have got amongst them as well is good running power. And that's why it gives me hope they can step up. They've all got the attributes to play in our first team. It's a little bit sticky at the minute because we need to win games and the style of play is maybe slightly different than what Rob would want. So we have to be careful putting them in. But I certainly see those 3 being a cog in our midfield in years to come. They've got energy about them, they've got enthusiasm, they've got appetite, they've got willingness. David's got goals this season, Shea's got goals. Alan probably plays behind the game quite well. Breaks play up, the amount of second balls he wins and nicking the ball off people and just links the play, that's what he has to do. So really pleased with that area of the pitch. I thought we dominated it in the first half. I think they played a 5-4-1 first half, so we had an extra man in there. Maybe just we came a bit deep looking for the ball rather than being a little bit higher. But pleased with their individual performance and how they went about their business.
And just finally, Stephen, from your side of things, what's the message that you give the boys just looking forward in this next week or so? Well,
it's actually the next week and beyond, just to try and maintain their level of performance. Sometimes teams come towards the end of the season and things drop off and teams go through the motions. I think you've seen tonight we weren't. We've still something to play for. We've kind of spoke yesterday. We're not big in numbers. We've got a few injuries in 20's. Rob was trying to steal a few off me, so I'm trying to hold on to them as much as I can. But we're close-knit. We've got a good team spirit amongst us. They're a good bunch. They work very, very hard for each other. So that takes you far. Of course, we have to close the gap in quality sometimes, but energy and appetite and willingness does that. With a little bit of quality at the top end of the pitch and the middle of the pitch, then we'll work hard. We'll be organised. We'll be well drilled. We'll look forward to it. It's an opportunity to go and play against the biggest team or the best team in the country. Can we go and compete and win the game? That's what we have to wait and see. Do they have good players? Yes, they do. Do we have good players? Yes, we do. So let's hope next week it'll be pound for pound and we'll see what we've got.
Well, thanks again as always, Stephen. Cheers.